Alright guys, so this is here it is. I got it mostly cleaned up today. I got all the dirt and stuff off of it in the last video. But I figured I would just go ahead and do this video and get it out of the way since it's nice and the sun's out today. It's a beautiful day, so I figured I'd go ahead and get 2 videos out of the way. That way I can have one for tomorrow for you guys, so that way when I'm working I can still keep content on the channel. But yeah, so this is a 89 240 SX. It's a Nissan, of course, and I had a 4-cylinder in it at first for about 4 years. The first 4 years I had it, I had a 4-cylinder in it, just a stock K, and I just had like a stage 2 clutch and whatnot, and at that time I didn't have the engine bay painted. So after 4 years of ripping on that engine, I think something happened with the timing chain, and I wanted to put a GTR engine in it anyway, so I took the 4-cylinder out and sold it. But I'm eventually going to get a Type X kit for this anyway, so this front bumper is trash anyways. I couldn't even fit it over the intercooler anyway, so it's whatever. I don't even care. That's why I haven't even messed with it and tried to fix it or anything. And then I'm going to get 2 new fenders on each side because they're both messed up. They've been the same since I bought it this way. That one over there was actually all rusted, and the hood had a bunch of surface rust on it too. So I just wanted to just, back in the day, I just sanded all that off and just put some paint on it just so it wouldn't come back with the surface rust. But I have these 18-inch wheels on here. It is lowered on lowering springs. I don't know the brand, but yeah, they're 18 inches. Still pretty dirty, but I just wanted to get most of the stuff off of it from sitting around in my garage for 6 months. Eventually I'll pull it out and just detail it again and get all the wheels and stuff nice and waxed and get all this dirt under there off. But yeah, on the car itself it's not too bad. It only really has 2 rust spots. There's one right there on the door that can just be, you know, sanded off and touched up before I do the body paint. And the main rust hole is right here in the back, right on this back fender here, right there. And that's been like that since I bought the car 8 years ago, so I don't know. The Type X kit will cover that because it's got like these rear valences and stuff that go on the back, so I'm just going to treat that. I don't know, we'll figure it out whenever I get to it, but first I want to get the engine in there before I worry about the body and whatnot. And then I'm going to do coilovers on this car, because right now it's just on because back in the day I couldn't even afford coilovers, so it's just on lowering springs basically with the stock stuff. So it's pretty stiff. That's all I'll say. I mean, this thing cannot go down dirt roads, but on the like pavement and stuff it rides really smooth. No body roll, because it's practically sitting on the stopper up there, or the frame on the front end. So it's good and bad, but yeah, it's a beautiful car. Here's the back of it. Of course, the shocks. This is an 89. I've been trying to get these shocks forever when I can remember to. They're not even expensive, but I got to get 2 of those so the hood can hold itself up. I still got the privacy cover in here, and here's the back of it. I definitely need to vacuum it out again, but it's not too bad for a 240, especially one this old. When I got it, it was stock. Everything except for the exhaust they had on it. They had like a cherry bomb or something on it. It's back there or somewhere. Maybe I had it taken away. I don't remember. But yeah, it's always had this. I gotta fix this light right here. This it goes up in there. One of the screws or something is missing. I gotta mess with it for the license plate light. Yeah, I'm sure I'll do another rear bumper or something with that too. Maybe do the Type X lights for the back. I don't know. They're pretty expensive. They're like freaking $700 for some decent ones. We'll see. But I'm for sure gonna get the Type X wing and get that on there. But yeah, I told you guys about my sunroof. This is what I have right now, just to keep water out of it. My custom thing I made. Because back in the day, in '89, it had a, I'll try to show you inside here. This had a full power sunroof. You see the buttons there? This is a full power sunroof. And freaking got moisture up in there right now. I gotta wipe that off. But yeah, I had a full power sunroof, which is really rare because there's not enough room up here. So it wasn't like Nissan never did that from the factory because there's not enough room. So they just have pop-up sunroofs, and this had a full power one. Well, one day I was doing a pull and I had the GTR engine in it, and I was on my way to work, and this car pulled so hard, freaking blew my sunroof out to the road and shattered it. And I got to work and I was like, man, it's awful clear out today. But then I realized that the sunroof was gone, and I tried to go back and get it, but it was too late. I couldn't even find it anywhere. Somebody had like threw it off the side of the road or something. But yeah, so I figured I'd show you everything I did under here. I painted this engine by myself. I just used rattle can. Just did a really good job with that. There's a few spots here when I took the old engine out that freaking messed up my paint, but you'll never notice that. But so yeah, I'm gonna get that in there. I'm gonna take you guys back here and show you all the stuff I got for the car itself still, because all that went bad was just the engine. So I sold the long block and kept the transmission and all the other stuff back here. So this is where I keep it all, right here in one of my storage places. So here we have the R32 transmission. This is from a 93, I believe. It shifted good. It's a 5-speed. I didn't have any problems out of it. Shifted really good, actually. Never even grinded a single gear. And I'm still using the stock drive shaft. So if you have an 89 and you put an RB20 in it, you can still use the stock drive shaft. So it's still got the stock 2-piece there. I never had any problems out of it. It fits perfect. It's a little tight, but I just made it work. So here I have the intercooler piping and all that I had to get. And yeah, all the bolts and stuff for the transmission. Here's my mounts. These are, I need to paint these. They're supposed to paint them because these are nice mounts. These are the McKinney Motorsports. These are like $500 mounts. And he sent them to me. I don't remember what happened, but for some reason they didn't paint them. So I'm for sure going to paint those before I put them back in. And the engine, when I ordered that one, it came with these Samco hoses. I heard those are pretty rare, so I wanted to keep those when I sold the long block. So I still got all my Samco hoses. And here's the other bracket for the McKinney Motorsports. And that includes the engine mounts and the transmission mounts, which I still have on here actually. I'm going to have to take those off and paint those. So this is the McKinney Motorsport mounts here on the transmission. I got to clean this thing up. It's just been sitting in here for about a year. But yeah, that's the thing to do for another day. And then here's the stuff I took out of the old 4-cylinder. All the piping. Here's one of my favorite things here. These are Tomei adjustable cam gears. I believe for a set of two of these, about 500 shipped. These are very nice. I certainly was not going to sell the engine with these on it, so I made sure I took those off. And here's all my clamps and stuff I used. This has got to be repainted and stuff. So right now that's just got primer, and eventually, I don't know, either I'm going to get new ones of these or try to do something with those, but those are definitely going to be on the car. And I've had this thing forever. This is an SR20 clutch, brand new, never even used for an SR20. Because back in the day when I put the stage 2 clutch in the KA, they sent me the wrong clutch kit. So I just have that sitting around here. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm never gonna get an SR20. So maybe one of you guys can take it. I still got this harness here. I think this is for the fuel injectors or the something. Oh, it's the for the coil packs on the RB. That's what that is. That's a coil pack harness. And I have my piping here. This is the blow off I had on it. Nothing special. Just what I could get just to get the car running. And I didn't have any problems with it. It didn't sound too bad. It's just one that came with this kit I ordered, because I ordered a kit. It was about $500 shipped for all my intercooler stuff. So I got this intercooler here. That intercooler set there. And all the other stuff. That CX Racing is what I got. And I think that was like $500 kit that came with all this stuff. It's really nice intercooler. It's pretty heavy too. I was surprised. That thing's like 75 pounds. And then here's the dual electric fans I got on my new radiator. It's a pretty thick one. You know what I mean? And those work really good. And I had them wired up, because most people, when they do fans and stuff, they'll just take and put an on-off switch to the fan, so they can just flip it on or off. But what I did is I got a sensor, a special sensor you can buy from, I got it from O'Reilly's. It was like $60, and that sensor goes inside your radiator, and it can sense your temperature of your coolant, and then you can adjust it instead of so the fans come on as soon as your coolant gets to a certain temperature. So that's pretty cool. So that's still in the car. I'm still going to have that going on. I like that a lot, because I don't like rigging things if I can get away from it. There's the R32 GTR fan. This is the crank fan that was on it that I took off, because I wanted to go electric fans. So I got, those are two 12-inch fans, and I think I have to flip them around to the other side anyways. Trying to make sure I got everything here. Yeah, there's the power steering, or the AC. I took that off, of course. I don't need AC. Yeah, there's one of the Maxima lights that I took off. It was leaking when I got it. And running the OEM ballast, I went through like 6 of those dang HID ballasts because that thing was leaking. But so yeah, that's what I have in here. I just keep it all here, waiting for the day that I can start putting it all back in. I just got to get another engine, which I found one down in Florida, and I might get it. We'll see. You can always find deals on it, so I'm just not trying to jump the gun. I want to wait and just make sure I go through all my options before I pull the trigger on one. I still got to take the Maxima up by St. Louis this Saturday, so I want to make sure I document all that. But yeah, if you guys like what you see, like the video, subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell icon so you get your notifications on my videos when I upload them. Thanks, guys.